Hello everyone, let's start solving today's Leetcode daily challenge question. So the question is check if strings can be made equal with operations. So you are given two strings s1 and s2 both of length n consisting of lowercase English letters. And you can apply the following operation on any of two string any number of times. Choose any two indices I and j such that I is less than j and the difference of j minus I is even. Then swap the two characters, add those indices in the string and return true if you can make the strings s1 and s2 equal and false otherwise. So this is a similar question as yesterday. Yesterday was a easy level question and we knew the n was 4, and of course this j minus I is even. That means we are checking the alternative. Okay, if we have 0, we were checking the second. Okay, if we have 1 and we were checking third index, that means the even number of indexes and odd number of indices. Okay, so we have to swap this. Now how we will solve this question? When we can swap, see, yesterday only I explained that if the in the question, if there is something like we have to return a boolean value, that means there must be some trick to solve this question. It's not necessary, like we don't really need to do a swapping, so there must be some trick. Now let's understand. So if you have this example, what are the even index positions a, c and b? Here c, b and a. Okay, they are saying that we can swap this. But before swapping, we should know that at all even positions in the string 1 and string 2, if we have the same set of elements, then only we can swap. And we can swap any number of times, right? So we will be able to make the strings equal when we have set of elements in the first and second are same. Okay, at even position, at odd position. So that's it. That is the thing. So now you have to understand how we will know, or how we will find if the set of elements are same or not. Now in this video I am going to explain using a hash table. Using hash table, how we can make how we can store the frequency, and if both are same or not, we are going to check now. So what will be the size of hash table is 26, because all are English letters, so 26 characters. I'll take int. This is our hash. Now we have to store for even and odd both. New int 26 int hash odd is equal to new int 26. Now what I'll do, first I'll increment in the first string. For the first string I'll increment, for the second string I will decrement, and I can check if it is not 0, that means the elements are not same, so we can directly return false. That's it. That is what the solution is. So what we will do, we'll take before int n is equal to s1 dot length. So we don't have to check the length of s1 and s2 initially, because both are same. So we are assuming both are same. Now int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay, it's simple. Now if I percent 2 is equal to 0, that means it is even, else it is odd. If it is even, okay, what I'll do, hash of e, this s1 dot char at I minus e. Why minus a? Okay, now my character can be a, b, c, d, right, till 26. If I read if you are aware, there are ASCII, these are ASCII characters. Okay, I mean there will be some ASCII value to these characters. Now if we subtract a, if I have the character a, what I'll get, a minus a, I'll get 0. So at 0 index I'm considering that I'll store the frequency of a at 0 index. So at one position I'll store the frequency of b, c similarly. for 20 till 25, 0 to 25. That's why I'm doing this. Now first we have to increment for the string 1. Now here I'll add odd. Now I'll copy the same thing, and then we have to decrement for string 2. Same, everything is same. Here I'll add 2, 2, and here we will decrement. So if we have the same elements, same set of elements, do not get confused between same element, same set, because set of elements at even position at string 1, we have to consider in that way. Okay, and set of elements at even position at string 2, similarly odd odd. Okay, because it is possible that in the first string you have aa, in the second string you have bb, so you are getting confused that if we have the same elements, that means a b a b, so if you use the xor also to cancel out aa and bb, so in that case it will, you will get the wrong answer, because it should be a b a b, not aa and bb. Okay, now we have reduced. What we will check? We will simply check from I 0 to less than 26, because the size is 26. Now here what I'll check, if my hash e of I, if it is not equal to 0, or hash o of I, if it is not equal to 0, okay, any of this is true, then we will return false. Why? Because if it is not 0, then there is some element which has either frequency more, or it is like both set are not equal, that's it. Okay, else everything is fine, then we will return true. If all are 0, we first incremented then decremented, so it should be 0 if both are same, right? Now let's run this. Okay, yeah, semicolon. Yes, accepted. Now let's submit this solution. So there are different ways to solve this question. So in this video